Special Arcade Online Rings Match. Special Online Rings Match. Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Show me what you have. I am the bride of the Shiranui.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 charges forward. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Love tap to close it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Flushes that off and keeps going. Decides to spend adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Burnout activated. Woo, it's getting hot here. Calm down, right? Both fighters planning something?
Stay down.
Finishes with the throw. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there.
Comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The low kick connects. Decides to go in with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Coming through, takes a trip. Nails the anti-air. Box him with a target combo. Knockdown. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 will have to fight back to it. Burnout activates. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Medium kick. Goes for the jumping. Player 1 has the life lead. Flushes that off and keeps going. Lighting up the skies with Kagura no Mai. Misses the grab. Uses the target combo as a filler. Still slugging it out at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Medium kick. Hits them with a stopping block. Line turning it up to an 11. Oh, smart timing. What are they gonna do? This unleashes up some big damage. Puts the exclamation point on that with an uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Really good. Player 1 needs to connect with the throw. Oh, here we go. This is a quick drive that misses. Both of them back off. They may be prepared. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Oh man, who's gonna take this? Take this! Risky medium kick! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Feeling nervous?
Shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Come on.
I am the pride of the Shiranui.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target combo. The combo's there. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. Alright. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 is in there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Flashes them. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Jumps? Hits them with a stop and drop. Player 2 needs to uses the gauge for a super art. Is this gonna kill? The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. The move whips and they get nailed with a punch. Still slugging it out here. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Not close enough to hit them with a stop and bomb. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player one needs to use the front of the court. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player one is not in a good place, held KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Stars things off with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. The match just started. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start. All the throw connects. Amazing. Player one drops that off. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What's next? Ooh, the drive impact for a punish. Noticeable life lead. Drive impact misses. No! Send off the wall! Ugh, take a seat! Tries to make something happen with an overthrow, but you're grounded! Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to puff up while they can. Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Anthony! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Player two holding on to that corner advantage. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Reversal! Getting that execution with Kage on the line. Going in? Player two will look distantly to some big damage. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Medium kick into. What are they gonna do? Excellent block. Fine, turning it up. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Show me what you have.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Both sides looking for an opening. No heavy. Trips him up. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Sticks the jump in. The jump in catches it. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Knockdown. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now connects with medium kick. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Uses the target combo with a filler. Knockdown and jumps in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync. Ooh, what a smart blow. Scrapping it out up. The drive impact doesn't work. Hits them with a stop and pop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish!
You gave me a real workout there.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Gets carried to the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Crowns him from above! What's next? Medium kick into... Scuff him! Player 2 has the super gauge advantage! This is gonna hurt! Player 2 can't let this simmer! They gotta start cooking! Oh, here we go! And whiffs! They're wide open! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh my god, they just choked it up! They are done! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show, that match had it all!
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the low kick. Player 2 with the life lead. The throw misses. Neither of them willing to back off here. Decides to go in with the target combo. The low heavy hits. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Big back digs in deep to get that drive in. Finding the KO! Player two with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Big counter. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. They're backed up into the corner. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Up tap to close it. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Show me what
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws them down.
Stay down.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with.
Hi!
Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Decides to go in with the target combo. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Drive lead opens up. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Connect with it. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player two will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Goes for the throw. Going in. The big bang Kachosin comes out. Medium kick. Close range projectile. Throws a beefy Kachosin. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. And it's a good spot KO. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Still slugging it out here. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Throws him. What's next? Can't tech the throw? Fantastic reactions there. The jump in catches them. In a dire situation, they can't afford to rolls in. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hopes with a medium kick. Duel gain control of the match in the early going. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. Still scrapping for control of the space. Just goes for it at this range.
It's not your day.
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Medium kick. Impact squash. Solid anti-air. Okay, here we go. Wrecks them. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Gotta do better than that. Dashes out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Starts with a jump in. Backs them into the corner. Oh! Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Counter hit throw there. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. From up above. The throw misses. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Smart play with the throw. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will look to the punish counter, gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's not gonna hit. Kicks out a kick. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player 1 closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Work out there.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things, all the throw connects. Throws a fist and reaches a big damage. Hits him with a stopping block. Still scrapping for control of the space. All in with a rock. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Turns out, what were they thinking? Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Nothing stops this train. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Super! This is gonna hurt. It is over. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Barry! Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Still slugging it out here. Goes for the throw. Well-timed corner switch. Bops him with a target. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Can't tech the throw. Checks him with the projectile. Uses the target combo as a filler. Throws a beefy Kachosa. Medium kick. Hits him with a stopping block. Max SA get burnout triggered. How will they utilize this? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Not good enough.
Final round. Fight!
Start things off with a jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Drops him hard. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Knocks them out of the air. Mai's coming in for all the throw connects. Okay, here we go. They push their, this is gonna hurt. Taking impact, squash. Medium kick into. Medium kick. A real test of nerves here. Fireball pressure. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. I don't know if this is enough to kill. No one could have called that. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. The big bang Kachoshin comes out. Not much life difference. Medium kick hits him with a stop and bop. Experiencing burnout. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player solid anti-air. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Drops him hard. All the throw connects. Amazing. They're in range. Sets up with the jump in. The drive impact doesn't work. Ugh, scuffle. Reads the jump in perfectly. Quick medium poke. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dashes out the cage right there. Is it over? Will they survive? No one could have called that. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Great match. comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Still slugging it out here. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. What are they thinking here? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Player 2 chases them down. The air throw is smart, but out of reach. Throws them. What's next? Oh, easy tag. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 2 can't afford to KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Medium kick hit. Shoots off a fireball up close. Shows a medium kick. Blocking. Nice tag. Jumps up. Knockdown and oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 can't hit them with a stop and block. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to kick. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Can they create an opportunity overhead attack? Yo! Critical art now? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. What are they gonna do? They gotta dig down deep here. Oh, could be the start of something. They're recovered. Stuff them. Hit them with a quick low kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a nothing stops this train. Russo turning it right up with a super. Uses the target combo as a filler. Medium kick. The low kick hits. A jump in. Dangerous range here. Medium kick into. This is such a tough situation to be in, but they still have a chance. Leads them air to air. Great punish counter sets the table. What now? How did they anticipate that jump in? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jump. Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Beautiful setup with that attack. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Throws them to negate the block. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 chases around like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Jumps up. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown and hits him with a stop and block. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Flying through the air with the greatest of ease and hits him with a choke his son Shinobi Bachi. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Amazing! Drops him hard. Medium kick. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Post with a medium kick. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireman. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Oh! Picture perfect punish counter. Ryu Enbu lights him up! Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Alright, what's coming up next? Timely side switch there, which will let him go KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Whiffs the throw. Sees it coming, goes for the super arm. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Looking for a chance. Yusuf hits him with a stopping bomb. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Going in, this can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here may end this match. This is the ideal ring KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opening with a jump in? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? And whiffs! They're wide open! Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle. They were waiting for it! Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Anti-air in the clutch! Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we've knocked them out of the air. Jump! This may turn into a big chance drive. In fact, misses. Wrecks them. A jump? Back. Oh, they're gonna be in the middle! In a Shogeki! This could be it. They are done! That was a fight heard round the world! Yo, top that!
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Here's to a fair round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Goes for the low kick. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. It looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Reads them. Feeling out the spacing. Left off a projectile to waste time. Time's the only thing moving here. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Connects with medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Getting that extra juice with Kagero no Mai. How will this impact things? Chernobyl! Medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Gets set up with the jump in. This is gonna be bad news. Knockdown and... excellent block. Lighting up the skies with Kagero no Mai. Both sides willing to risk it for the overdrive. A big stone cold embrace. can't block though. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Medium kick. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Come on, get ready.
I am the pride of the Shiba Nui.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the throw. Good anti-air. Lots of aggression from both sides. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Stops the attack by using the drive kick. They hit each other. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 chases them down, scrapping it out up close. Gets them with the anti-air. Hooks with a medium kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. There's a change of sides. Hits them with a stop and pop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Tries to act flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Oh, the throw connects. Side switch in the corner. There's meets them air to air. Both are ready to close that off. What now? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Both sides getting ready. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They are done! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Jumps in! Tackle! Throw connects and does big damage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. All right. Holds out with the block. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Anything could happen here. The punish counter gives them a great KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From up above, the next round is to hit them with a stop and pop. Jumps up, baits out the attack, and gets the punish counter. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 1 will look to apply, uses the gauge for a super arm. Taking the fight to a whole new level with Enfu Arasakura. Ooh, they're going for the super art. Side switch in the corner, goes to the air. What clutch anti-air. Dangerous range here. There's a power wave! They back down to reach. There's a drive impact. Closing moments of the match. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The low.
With the shot in the light!
And whiffs. They're wide open. Medium kick into close range projectile. Tons of space between the fighters now. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Oh, yo! Dog super here. Mize coming in for the meet and greet. Player one is in a very good spot now. Throws out Crowzel from above. What was that all? Getting up close and personally leads to some big damage. No way they did that. Makes the enemy feel that shit is over. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. The combo's there. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. The super up, hold your breath. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. This is a tough spot. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Were they baiting them into that? In a dire situation. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. But there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout triggered. Counting on the super to do the job. This is gonna hurt. Sets up with the jump in. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, drops him hard. Throwing some shade. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Both are hit that with confidence. Super hard to show off what a PhD fighter can do for you. Arasakura hit. Mai's gonna show you just why they call her the alluring Kunoichi. Ikari. Ichi. Punish counter sets the table. They're hurt big time. Oh, critical art now?
Meaningless efforts.
Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the protectors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Both sides getting ready. Time to make them famous. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Show me what you have.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Predictable.
Lots of aggression from both sides. The low heavy hits. The super armor does its job. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either.
This is gonna hurt.
There's their opening. Decide KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps up. Goes for the super arm. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player one has the meter lead. There's a change of side. Throw leaves them wide open. Both fighters planning something? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Barely blocks the jump in. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. Roses with the throw, hitting them with a smart stuff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It drops them hard. It's time for both fighters to lay it up. Connects with the throw. Cross that off.
This is my chance.
Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Oh, here we go. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. With super arts into play. It's, ooh, what a smart throw. Jump. They're taking a step back and knocks them out of the air. Seeing that go get these to push forward. Player two, what a finish. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Uh-oh. Falls short. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Nails the anti-air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Low heavy for the win. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Line dives in from a rising uppercut. Will that drive impact get punished? Knockdown and smart play with the throw. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. They just won't stop switching sides. Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Feeling nervous?
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Here's to a fair fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Low heavy, what's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Well-timed command throw there. Goes for the command grab. All right. The jump-in is denied. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Player 1 can build off this lead. Smart play with the throw. Raids him. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps up. Medium flawless round. They got him so quick. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low heavy.
Huh? Was this already in the mic?
The drive impact netted them a sweet punish counter. Did well to get the buff in there. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Flusts that off and keeps going. Breaks the block with a throw.
Watch your head.
Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner. They can't squander this punish counter chance. And whip! They're wide open. Player 1, all the throw connects. Can they create an opportunity? Turns out. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump in. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Crowns them from above. Player 1 won out those close scuffles. And now they got to have a plan for the next round. Full drops them hard. Wrecks them. Super Art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Andrew Hanasakura finds the mark. Fly's gonna give you the warm and fuzzies, but not the one that you want. Medium kick into.
Damn.
What are they gonna do? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Drive gauge on deck. Are they gonna gun it? Throws them. Both sides getting ready. All in with the rush. Oh, they're gonna beat in the middle. Player 2 but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Show me what
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Difficult situation for a throw. Goes for the throw. All right. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner.
Wait. Yep.
Miserable flea.
I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Throws them to negate the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Whiffs the throw. Just out of range for that throw. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throws out a projectile. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. The Big Bang Kachunkin charges forward. Hopes with a medium kick. Going in? Denies the jump in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Gotta do better than that. Getting that extra juicer with Kagero no Mai. We have Super Arts on deck. Big KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Anti-air in the clutch. The last round. It's now or never. Double knee press. Close range projectile. Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Still can't find a way out of this corner. Something's gotta give. Oh man, this is a scary range. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. Oh, this is super hard to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. What now? A jump in? Crowns them from above. Throws them. Ugh, take a seat. Jumps. Drops them hard. Player two is gonna pin. Player two was definitely sweating.